Welcome everyone, my name is Spoto, that over there is Marissa Magic, and we're trying to get the Four Kings. And I'm trying to, smack them hard right at the beginning, but they one-shot me, so this is New Game Plus. So I also put the Ring of Fog on to see if I could get my, what do you call it? The Dark Wraiths. Maybe they won't see me as much to make my run a little easier, even though the run isn't that bad, really. I was trying the last episode to get them, but they one-shot me several times, so I'm gonna try for a little while. As a matter of fact, I went down this route for New Game Plus because I thought that Calf is part of the Dark Wraiths Covenant, but he is not. He has nothing to do with it. He is not Dark Wraiths Covenant. Sorry, the what do you call those guys that infect you? With the eye roll. I can't speak. Grave Lords. I thought he was a Grave Lord. I don't know why I didn't piece that together, but I did not. So it was a little better, I have to admit. So we'll make our way down. I think I get a message here. Hang on. It's my daughter. Hang on, guys. Okay, sorry, everyone. My daughter's at school and she's asking me some questions. Her high school opened up and it seems to be okay so far. Which is cool, right? Hopefully they stay open for the school year. It'd be nice. It was nice to see her actually go back to school, because, she's in her senior year. And, like her first day or something like that, like she was, doing like high school, last year student stuff, driving around in a car, having fun. She went go-karting. This is after school, right? So that's pretty cool to me. So anyway, let's see how fast we can get smoked here. I think I got everything. Yeah, there was my last souls. Four Kings, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hard fight for me. I like the Ring of Fog on as well. maybe I could switch my spells too, because the crystal spear, it seems to, how do you say it? It seems to have better direction, where the bead is good for up close, you know, so I have to take that into account maybe. Oh. I am gonna die probably, so I hate that. I was thinking maybe... No. Well, I could. Like, if I go completely magic, which I should, I could put a shield maybe on one hand for that magic thing. That's okay, maybe... I'll try it a few times here. So as I was saying, yeah, I thought that the Dark Wraith Covenant was the Gravelord Covenant, so... In the New Game Plus, I went through all this trouble to, you know, go through the, you know, New Land of Ruins and all that kind of stuff, and I opened it up, but it was actually not for the right... It wasn't for the right covenant, clearly. You know me, with my mistakes all the time. So I just have to really focus with these guys, which I have a hard time with, because it is a disorientating fight for me for some reason. It always has been. This is actually my hardest boss fight in Dark Souls 1. That it just doesn't, it's never really clicked for me, you know? For some reason. But that's life. Now let's do this one first. Get some pursuers going. See what we can do with this kind of damage. Some dark bead. Let's not forget to change the ring out. I sure did this before I casted my spells, because now I can't find the ring. Alright. Let's heal and off we go. Hopefully I'll be able to dodge a little bit this time around. Great. Okay, that was good. Got him. See, changing to the crystal spear, changing to the crystal soul spear made all the difference, because I can get that long distance last long distance hit, you know. Bequeath Lord Soul. All right, let's talk to this dude. Hopefully, how am I supposed to get rid of this? I'm gonna hit him, right? Well, he's not an enemy. Well, if I destroy him, I destroy him. Oh well, who cares?
Greetings, undead warrior. I am the primordial serpent, Darkstalker Khan. I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. Undead warrior, conqueror of the four kings, is this not your wish?
Excuse me, guys.
To know the
Need some
truth
drink
of
water.
men and the undead? A wise choice, undead warrior. Prove you must.
That boss fight gets me
that the
so
truth
nervous.
Becomes you.
I don't know why.
Seek Anor Londo and claim Gwyn's heirloom, the Lord Vessel. Now, go, undead warrior.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to
Show
get out
the
of here if I
world
can't warp.
That the truth becomes you. Ah, if you wish, I shall grant the art of life drain, the legendary power of the
Outside of
Dark
his head.
Lord. It can preserve your humanity while undead and cast off the shackles placed upon your brethren.
See what happens. Yeah, cool. Ask for covenant item. Oh, I see, okay. Offer humanity, enter covenant. Let's talk to him a little bit more.
Undead warrior, to speak now is premature. It begins with your retrieval of the Lord Vessel. Undead warrior, to speak now, it begins.
Okay.
Farewell.
See you, dude. But I'm sure that you don't need it for now. Oh, so it does let you warp. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Firelink Shrine. I guess clearly this has to let you warp, right? Well, I'm happy that's over with. Now we can enjoy the rest of the playthrough. Let's level up some. I'd like some faith to go up a little so I can use the Dark Moon Blade. Plus I'm leveling up, except for resistance, because I'm not going to level up. I'm going to level up strength and faith this time around and sort of top up everything else. But since those are the ones that I neglected the first time around, I'm raising them all so I can play, you know, I can use more things, right? And also, let's take this one off, because you have to use that right now. What do I have? Oh, I could put the, see what other spells we can put on for fun. Oh, I know what I need, because I'm going to go get the fall control. I'm going to go try to see if I can enter the Gravelord Covenant, and then we're going to hang out in the Undead Parish and give people trouble. If it works, like I'm not even sure if it's working anymore. So, wait a sec. What's a level worth? I seem to have a lot of souls here. 60. I'm not sure if I have enough souls to burn, if any. I don't really think I picked anything up. Like, I don't think this is going to give me like 30,000. It's okay. It doesn't matter if I die, really. Now let's see if the Ring of Fog. I don't think the Ring of Fog works on the skeletons. Right, I'm not going to fight either, so maybe we can do Slumbering. So we ring, because we just have to go down there. I don't really need those 3 Eyes of Death behind the Titanite Demon. But if he gives us a hard time, which I doubt he will, let's, now that I got some souls too, maybe...
Oh, Miracles? I'm afraid that may be difficult. I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred.
Okay. All right. All right. There was a time where he kind of he wanted you to bribe him, right, for something. I don't know what he was giving you though. Hey, dude, what do you got on? Oh, Darkwraith man. I guess they don't care. So this should work because I have Eyes of Death on me. Maybe the Titanite demon let me into the sarcophagus without. It's a good thing he wasn't aggroed. Taking a little nap now. It just takes a long time. I know I have Eyes of Death in my possession. There we go. And if I need Eyes of Death, they're easily farmable by the basilisks in the depths, right? So if and when I run out, I'll stop grave loading and I'll stop grave lording and we'll just continue on a little bit with the gameplay. So this may not be the most exciting episode ever, or it might be a very exciting episode because people will be like, "Get out of my life." I've just never done it before, and I have always enjoyed getting the red. Here's a dude. Getting the red phantoms and then hunting for the, hunting for the grave lorder. I don't think he talks or anything. The big man. Is it all that you do right now? I don't want to give him any Eyes of Death because I think that's it. I think I did it. That's all you got to do. Is there... Oh, I have to enter the esophagus again? I don't think so. I think I could do this. This will bring me right back up to Firelink Shrine. I think it will. I hope. I didn't touch anything in the catacombs, so... Fun. Okay, so... Where can we go now? We can go to the Undead Parish and we'll try it there for a little while. Excuse me. So I think that's how it works. Like, and so I have to be human, and then I crack. Oh, I should have went human at that last bonfire. That's okay. I'll do it in this one. I still have like most boss fights open. I think the only bosses I did end up defeating were Sith, and the Four Kings. Oh, I need some humanities. Pop a couple. I think I only had to pop one. Reverse my hollow. Okay. Oh, I already did everything with him. With Andre. So I believe, and I don't think I need these anymore either. These rings. Use sorceries, and what else can I use? Yeah, Clanthurian's always a good choice, I guess. Lastly, I don't think I need my bow right now. I'll put on my parry shield, wherever that may be. A target shield, and off we go. So if it works, I should be able to infect other... I think up to 3 players, I believe. I'll just get this dude out of the way. Alright, so I'm human, I'm in the Covenant, and so I believe we just use one of these, wherever they are. And I have death, so I can do it a few times. Spread the misery to lure phantoms. Alright, let's see what happens. So mean. I don't think I could use that right now. What I was thinking is maybe poison throwing knives always throw people off as well, because they get like a status effect. But I don't have any. But I'll use throwing knives. So let's see what happens, because you kind of got to wait around a little bit. So, and the people who are infected with them, they'll have these phantoms that oh, I wanted to take my fall control off. That's what it was. Well, that was quick. Having a hard time with this guy. Is he invading me, or is he invading me as a... Strong. So what a disaster that was, eh, with that one enemy. Oh, was he invading me, or was he coming in because I'm a Grave Lord now? You know, I don't know. But that was kind of cool, right? We'll see. We'll see next time. Hopefully there should be another one. Some people underestimate sorcery. I always do in PvP. Because people with, they have like this kind of notion that you can't hit anybody in PvP. But even that may be the case, but I've seen some people play me and others that were just wicked with them, you know. It's almost kind of like a spam in a way, but not really. Like they're just they would be sort of like shooting them where the player would be forced to go, in a way, you know, and it hits them, and it's, you know. So that wasn't the grave lording, that was just an invasion. But this is a pretty big area to well, I guess maybe I could go get Lord Lautrec, but why would I even need to get him? He's gonna move over there anyway. I have his ring, so there's no real sense. I kind of don't want to leave the area, so maybe I'll just fiddle around with some enemies, I guess. Meant to riposte him, but That I'll leave it be. This isn't as fun as I thought it might be. I think I might need this key. A bowler side sword. That's so funny. Can make a magic one. Where's the other guy? There he is. What a rascal. He could get you from here? Yeah, well, I got range too, guy. You want to see some range? I'll give you range. Oh, we could always upgrade the bow. This bow is just so fun. So amazing. Oops. Take that, my man. Oh, he doesn't take very much damage from it, but he's a dum-dum, so I'll just hit him a few times. Do you think maybe I'm trolling people and they don't know what to do? You know, where's my... Oh, I went the wrong way here again. The menu system, I wish they used some pages instead of... we could always fix this stuff up too. Like there is a box, right? Okay, and also I wanted to see something else. My spells. And I have the highest Dark Moon Blade you can get, because I farmed like a madman for it. And I just gotta find it. I think it's here somewhere there. So I need 30 faith. That's gonna be a while. But that's okay. Alright, so... I guess we can just collect. What's up there to collect that I need to get up there? I think it's just a soul item or something. Plus something to do. While I'm reloading. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Oh, I should have did that. There, come over here. That's nice. My very good friend went to Australia to go visit, well, to go because her father died. So she had to go, she lives in South Australia. So the only way that you can fly into that country presently is into Sydney, where, you know, entering a country, you would imagine, you know, you'd have to, and you know, they have a strict lockdown. So entering a country, you isolate. She isolated for whoa. She isolated for 2 weeks in a hotel, getting tested for about 5 times in that moment. You know, every 3 days, I think, something like that. So three or four times. And in the meantime, she was trying. Well, she filled out all the paperwork to be able to get an exemption for, you know, so she could see her father before he passes away. So it wasn't like she was just sort of filled the paperwork and let it go. No, she, you know, I'm just gonna leave the Trek where he is. That guy thought about it, and he put on his bead. So that's pretty good, if you ask me. Smart guy. Take a bow to that any day. I don't know if my... So there's the boss fight there, I guess. That's all we got. But I think we'll leave it be. And I don't know if the effect of the Grey Lording will disappear if I sit at the bonfire, so let's go check that out. And I need to sit at the bonfire anyway. He was too concerned with me. He should just attack me, because he could probably one-shot me with that hammer of his, right? And while I'm grave lording, I wonder if I could also co-op. Let's see what happens here. No, I'm still dark. I guess I could level up my faith, and I think I did faith already enough. Let's do a little strength, a little strength. Little by little, and kind of build up the character legally. Not legally, but you know, like normally, I suppose. So if this area, I know that he seems like to be the only guy that's invading now. Now, if I use my white sign soapstone, Oh, it won't let me use it. Okay, I thought so. Okay. I could maybe dry finger, but I think the dry finger... Let's see what the dry finger might do. Did I get the dry finger? There it is. Of course, it's the last one. I think that just, you know, how do you say it? That brings just regular invaders back, right? Or into your world, but it doesn't help with the grave lording. You know, this is kind of trolly, but I'll spend a couple minutes here, and if there's just that one guy there, even if he kills me, I don't care. But even if there's that one guy there that comes back, let's say, and there's only one person here, maybe we'll go check the undead parish out. You know, we'll go to the other bonfire, and we'll give that a whirl, and muck around in that area for a little bit. Because I'm being rather nice, because I think my sign stays either where I initiated the grave lording or where I am presently. So if I stay in one spot, there should be some type of sign for them to click, and then they'll come in, right? But so far I haven't had one. I'm not sure if it has to do with levels, but I'm not like... It's only for New Game Plus. Oh, maybe that guy wasn't in New Game Plus, but I believe that my level... Oh, I got a really high level, actually. Right? It's more than normal, which is fine. Doesn't matter to me. So that might be affecting the grave lording, and there were whispers to, like, well, you know, the grave lording covenant's broken, blah, 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 blah. But we'll give it a try. Right? Like I said, we'll just stay another few more minutes here, and then... Too bad we didn't get that many souls the first time around. I'd be level 200 by now. Maybe that guy won't. I think that, yeah, the flaw was... Oh, you know what I can do is I can just change my fall control. I don't need that right now. Put something else on that's fun, I guess, you know? I know what to put on that would be fun. Kind of trolly. Okay. Put some hidden body on. And maybe we'll repair our stuff too. Oh, I didn't want hidden body. I wanted. Sorry, guys. Hidden body's not the one I wanted. Forgot the one. Which is the one that turns you into like an item? You know. Oh. Chameleon. That's the one. That's the one I was going to use. I know, Troll City. So we'll see if I can get up there. Maybe someone won't notice. I don't know. But people are very keen in this game. And the items, you could always tell. Like, well, you can't always tell because I've invaded people in the Ring City a couple times and I couldn't find them. And then it turned out that they were in Chameleon, you know. Because they make themselves. Oh, well, I didn't have my. I'll just get this guy out of the way in case he comes around. That's okay. I don't want what he's got. It's nice just to go right in the open here like this and see what happens. Oh, it's a barrel. And it's also steaming. It does definitely look out of place, but... Funny, right? I'm a barrel. What the heck is going on? There has been no activity, no online activity. I'm gonna try the other place soon. It's amazing that there's like I thought, you know, the remastered will rejuvenate this game. Well, we had one person playing, I guess. But I had it for that guy. He had he thought it out, right? However, considering his HP, he either intentionally, because there's no limit, right, to invading. So he probably, I don't know if he was the type of guy, like from his skill, I would assume that he wasn't a guy that was like, you know, soul level 1, went through the whole game and got all the items and came back. I don't think that was it because he also had a +10 weapon. So maybe he ran through new game and now he's just doing invasions like I'm fooling around here, right? All right, so it looks like we have nada here. So let's go to the Undead Parish. See if we got any action there, because that used to be a great PvP area, honestly. And I would imagine that in Dark Souls Remastered, that area would remain a hotspot for PvP and all that. I mean, there used to be fight clubs and all sorts of stuff. Not fight clubs, but you know, someone would host and you'd leave the host alone, and then he would just keep on. Oh, I went the wrong way. He would just keep on summoning players, and the players would just be continuously fighting with each other, right? So So I'm not sure exactly how this all works because no, once or twice in a playthrough, that rat gives you humanity. It's worth it. It's worth it. See if I could just run to the bonfire from here. I'll just kind of clear this area here a little bit. Is there another dude up here? No. Thing is, I'm buzzing, so I mean I'm spewing out smoke. So come on, right? So how great can that be, right? So, am I getting this right? That, let's see, I'm gonna just look it up here, because maybe I'm not grave lording, but the fact that I'm buzzing means that I should be grave lording, right? I'm just gonna check here the guide. Grave lord's servant. Okay, so it's rather narrow because it says that anybody in New Game plus or minus 10% of my levels will be affected by my Grey Lording. Oh, I see. So really, I shouldn't be standing here. I should be standing here where someone could find me. Could find it. Right? So you can only use it in human form, which I am. Like, why do people, like, how do you say it? You know, I was reading an article and I was saying, well, you know, these young people aren't answering the phone anymore. It's like, well, really? It's because, like, I'm just got a V. I got called by a number and it was like a V. It started with V, okay? And then there was like like 15-digit number. Do you think I'm going to answer that? Really? You know, I honestly just blocked them, event, and so it seems to decrease, but they have an infinite amount of numbers, right? And I think at the end of the month, um, whoever controls the phone calls, I don't know who that is exactly, or there's going to be some type of program that they're going to use to, um, I guess, I don't know if they're ever going to stop these things because they pay for services, right? But it's going to slow down. I heard Sweden has a good. They have some rules for telemarketers that seem to work, right? In that country. I don't know if you need permission or you have to register in a certain way, right? But in North America, you know, businesses seem to do a lot more whatever they kind of want to do. And, there's rules where, well, they might work, usually in this country, in Canada, they'll have like the phone scammers are on the east and west coast. And the west coast works on the east coast people, victimizes them, and the east coast people work on the west coast people and victimize them. I've seen that a lot, right? That was cool. Anyway, there's no end to the phone call people. So why would you call them? You know what I mean? Or why would I answer a call that I don't know? Honestly, I used to have my phone set to people only on my contact list, but it's not. You kind of forget that setting. So I had to have the doctor call me one time to book an appointment, right? Because well, to have an appointment with him because during the COVID time we weren't allowed to see the doctor in person. And I had a heck of a time trying to get he was having a heck of a time trying to get a hold of me, and I didn't know why. I was confused, and then within a few minutes I realized, oh my gosh, that's right, but it's not a bad setting, so no one really can call you unless they're in your contact list. It's not bad, but I haven't had that on for a long time, and I just sort of just stopped answering the phone when it rings, unless it's my daughter, my son, my mom, you know, my work, that kind of thing. And what I notice is that it works very well. I know there's like my mother, for instance, she always feels compelled to answer the phone. I figure that's her age, when the phone rings, you got to get it. But the best, I guess, tactic that I've been using has been that I won't answer the phone. And when it comes to the question is, well, it might be important. An important phone call is the person always leaves a message and identification, right? Where these spam calls, it's either like you get like, the beginning of a recording doesn't get recorded, and then you get a little bit of a recording for whatever it might be, and that's the only thing that you get really from these telecom people, I just don't understand. I understand that they make a lot of money, and I know that there's people that believe telephone people, my mother, they're very aggressive and they just outright lie. And so my mother, she's a little elderly, but she's smart, and we've also taught, we communicate a lot in my family. And we talked about when people call you, And if they claim to be the government, they're not, because our government in Canada, anything that's important is mailed to you. Um, and it has, it's a government document, and it looks very specific, right? And from there you could always call them, but they don't use the telephone, right? And pretty much you know exactly why you're getting government papers half the time anyway, right? They never really send you paperwork that you're not expecting. Right? So the other day, actually it wasn't very long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, there was this person on the phone, and she was asking my mother all these questions that would eventually ultimately take her identity, right? Like she didn't ask for her we call it our SIN number, our social insurance number, which is like I don't know, it's for work and all that kind of stuff. I guess it identifies you for your taxes and as a citizen in a way, right? And her birthday, all that kind of stuff. My mother, now she has a script, and she says, listen, anything that the government needs, they'll mail to me. Thank you very much. Don't call me anymore. And she hangs up, right? But there's this nature in us that wants to be polite to people on the phone, and I understand that they're doing a job and all that kind of stuff, but the job that they're doing is, is evil. So don't worry about it, right? So it has been, and it still is very bad in Canada. I don't know how it is in your countries, guys, but yeah, it's a real problem, and it's to the point that the younger generation, they don't use the telephone at all. They use text messages, and even in text messages our text messages have been infiltrated as well, where they would send you a text message saying, hey, your bank needs you to do something, click this link, or click this app. And clearly it's not. I've gotten text messages from banks I don't even belong to, and I looked into it as to what to do about it. And really, antiviruses, VPNs, all this stuff that frankly is marketed towards us, I guess consumers or taxpayers or whatever you want to call our class level. But the strongest the strongest security you have is your own actions with your PC and with your devices. And I'm not saying, you join a website and there's going to be something wrong with that website or whatever. You can't do anything about that data that you give them. They make like a promise that they won't do anything with your data, which clearly is not real. It's a lie. Or you know what I mean? Like they always sell your data eventually, and they'll justify it with paperwork that a guy makes, that a lawyer can make, and it'll make it sound good and it's somewhat legal or whatever. But when you see your emails and text messages and all that, et cetera, just avoid it. Know what you're doing, and you won't have any trouble. I have a background in these things, so my internet connection and my computer is very secure. Really the antiviruses, I think, programs in themselves, they're kind of trolly as well. I think they probably make your machine worse to justify their existence. So my brother and I made some scripts up, and it's good enough. So yeah, that's the dealio, guys. That's the dealio. I think I'm getting invaded again. No. I guess I'm just gabbing. Sorry. It is frustrating. It is definitely frustrating that, that like a company is allowed to victimize the population of a country, right? And, accumulate money from it, like millions of dollars, right? So there's something wrong with that scenario. You know, it's, in my opinion, it's being allowed to happen, right? And who's ever pockets are getting lined and letting it go, you know. So it's definitely a frustrating thing, man. Definitely. I wonder if I got this the last time. The wooden shield, it's not the greatest, but it's neat. I don't need the resonant key from that dude. I don't have any arrows that I need. I guess I didn't finish Amanda's, so my friend in Australia, like I was saying, she went to go visit her father. Well, not visit her father, she wanted to see her father before he passed away. So, what in your mind is like a normal thing that you would do? Is you would fly into a country, you would stay in the city that you landed in. This is if you had strict COVID rules. You would stay in the city that you landed in for 2 weeks, which she did. She was tested 3 or 4 times. She's been double vaccinated, she tested herself, or she needed a specific type of test before she left. She went to Sydney. She had 3 or 4 more tests there in 2 weeks. In the meantime, she was trying to fill out paperwork so that she could just self-isolate in the next state over where she actually lives. They wouldn't let her. So she had to isolate for yet another 2 weeks in a hotel in a different state. So she's been in hotels for 2 months, always clearing the tests. She managed to get to her father's funeral, but she had to stay in a corner and there's a police escort with her. Like, it's just crazy, To me, it doesn't make any sense because they allow, the wealthy and the politicians to travel around, but not regular people. So, especially if she was tested 9 times by the time she got to be free. But anyway, she even made like the news there, because I think they're having they're going to have civil unrest there, I think, because I think this time it's not the minority of people. I think it's the majority of people are starting to speak. Plus they're behind in vaccinations because I think their philosophy was to live with 0 numbers, right? But that's never going to happen, I think in Canada we're at vaccination rates, I think, are like 80 something percent double vaccinated in this country. And I think that little by little, and we have some provinces are better than others due to their political and social structures. But in the more, I guess the most populated provinces have been vaccinated to the extreme, and everyone's kind of gone and done it, right? So I think eventually the benefits of doing this will show in a couple of weeks, because little by little they're starting to lift. This province has been pretty good, even though of course you can complain about it, but it wasn't no issues getting vaccinations. There weren't lineups or anything. I had a choice between Pfizer and Moderna. It was pretty good, had a good time. Okay, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call this an episode, and maybe we'll get some more action later. I don't know, but I think the next time we'll just continue with the New Game Plus and have some fun doing it. and graving lording the whole time. It should be fun. So I will see you later, Marissa. I will catch you later. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would help me a lot. Or come and follow me on Twitch. I think you'll have a good time. All right, guys. Catch you next time. Bye.